Good day, everybody, and what is up? Welcome to the podcast for selfless sex, and she comes first. My name is Dr. Nick Meyer, sitting here on March the 1st, 2020, Sunday. Wow, it's March already. Shout out to all the Pisces people. And once again, I have to say thank you for everyone. February was another amazing month for the podcast and the websites and everything else. So thank you for all of the support. It really does mean a lot to me. And nothing really happened last week. It's fairly quiet. No fakes, no storms to complain about or anything like that. So to not waste anyone's time, I will turn the corner pretty quickly on this introduction. And I will say this. The topic for this podcast has been bouncing around in my head for the past 3 or 4 months. I've been involved in various conversations about this topic. So today's topic is this. Can you change the taste of your vaginal secretions or the taste of your semen? And I believe you can, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. So let's talk about that today. To get this conversation started, I want to say this. I don't want anyone out there to think that their body is dirty and that they have to change the scent or the taste of their vaginal secretions or change the taste of their semen to please their partner. Now, if this is something that you want to do on your own, please feel free, go ahead and do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Additionally, for me, being a sexual health educator, for decades, I've been telling people to pay attention to their body. A quick side note here, I tell people to pay attention to the scent, to the smell of the vaginal secretions, and I tell guys to pay attention to the smell and the scent of their semen. Why? Because it may reveal an STD or even a UTI, which is a urinary tract infection, which may mean you have to go to the doctor to get yourself tested and to get yourself checked out. No more, no less. So let's get back to the topic at hand, which is taste. One of the easiest things that you can do to change the taste of your vaginal secretions and your semen is to stay hydrated. And here I am specifically talking about drinking water. So if you need to drink your 8 glasses of water a day or whatever your doctor says that you should be drinking, do it. Granted, there are some teas out there and there are some juices that have additional benefits, but let's start with the basics. And right off the bat, number one, most important thing I can tell you to do is to stay hydrated with water. For the ladies, I realized as I was researching this topic, I kept coming across the same thing over and over and over again, and it's pineapples and pineapple juice. But please keep in mind that pineapples are very acidic. So if you really can't get into pineapples, there are other options, and these other options include apples, celery, yogurt, red grapes, cranberry juice, mint, watermelon, and strawberries. So if you notice something there are a lot of fruits with natural sugars and not like the high fructose corn syrup that are found in other drinks. But overall, the number one item was pineapples. For the gentlemen out there who would like to change the taste of their semen, this is for you. Number one, pineapples and pineapple juice. Also, you can use wheatgrass, cinnamon, lemon, peppermint, and parsley to also change the taste of your semen. In addition to that, you can eat kiwi, blueberries, and other fruits. You can eat celery, you can drink cranberry juice, and most important of all, stay hydrated with water. So now, let's get into some foods that you should probably avoid to making your vaginal secretions and semen actually taste pretty nasty. Before I go, I have to mention some things that can negatively affect the taste of your vaginal secretions and the taste of your semen. And on every list that I went through, the worst thing you can do is smoke. Smoking is not good for you at all, generally speaking, but when it comes to vaginal secretions and semen and their taste, it's the worst thing for you. You may also want to cut back on your intake of meats, especially red meat. Also on that list is dairy products. Another item I have to mention is alcohol. The one thing I cannot specify is if it's red wine or beer or hard liquor or shots. I'm not really sure. But think about it this way. Alcohol has the ability to dry you out, hence the hangover. So if you're trying to hydrate yourself, drinking something that dries you out, that doesn't really make any sense. And quickly, the last two items I want to mention are asparagus, and that pretty much goes without saying. And number two is fast food. Now, you may wonder why fast food is on this list, but if you think about it, it goes back to hydration. Because most fast food that's out there is pretty high in sodium, which in turn dries you out. So if you're trying to hydrate, it pretty much defeats the purpose. So you may want to try to avoid fast food as much as possible if you're trying to change the taste of your vaginal secretions and of your semen. So in closing, I have a quick message for the ladies. Please be careful of some of the fruits and vegetables that I mentioned to you earlier. Why? Because some of them are very high in naturally occurring acids, and which in turn could cause a change to your pH balance. In some cases, it can cause a urinary tract infection, and if the impact is high enough, it could change the pH balance of your vaginal canal, which could lead to a yeast infection. So please be very mindful of that. So on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned. I'll talk to you soon.